was it like to rebuild your lifestyle here?
I always say that it's a type question, especially traveling and moving different places is a type question, because you have to, wherever you go, you have to travel with the mindset that you will not have your same life that you have at home in another country. That is not a realistic expectation. To live in another country, in another culture, another climate, another infrastructure, you basically start from scratch, and you have to compromise.
Yeah.
And you have to be open to adjust. This is actually, I think, as an immigrant, it is your responsibility to find a way to assimilate.
Yep.
You cannot go and expect the life that you had back home, but what you gain is a new life and new benefits that you didn't have at home, for example. And it is never easy to move to a new country, because you have to build up your life and all the things that you would do over the course of many years. For example, you grow up, you get older, you get your first bank account when you're like 13, I don't know. And then you get your first phone and your first phone contract, and you get your first rental lease or something. All of the things that you would do over years growing up within your familiar environment, you have to do it within a month in a new environment with a different language and different all those things. If you've never done that before, that is definitely a challenge, but it is a completely doable challenge. You just have to understand what's coming for you. So you cannot. I've heard from people, and this is not just a Salvadoran thing or an El Salvador thing, but I've heard from people who were like, "Oh, I want to move there. I'm planning to come there, and I've never actually visited before." So that's not that. No, don't do that.
I always say immigration is a skill, and now I can see it through your eyes too. Like, we've moved around so much that we acquired this ability to be very resourceful in any of the new places. I come here, I find everything easy. Like, I realize that I got to communicate through WhatsApp. This is how I get things done. This is where I look for things to buy. And like, for me, this country has been very easy to operate in. Like on a family level, just setting up the lifestyle here and everything. But I do understand, that's a skill. So for those who are coming with a dream, I'm sure they will find a way to be resourceful here. For those who come and, I mean, you can buy into some hopium that is like overly produced sometimes and be like, no, this is it. This is where you are free forever and there's everything for everybody here. And then you just come and expect it to be handed on a platter. Yeah, that's never happens in immigration. Like, you don't have 20 years worth of friendships where people maybe will hand you things out of niceness. You come to a new country, you adjust, you build things, you be resourceful, and you find a way. But yeah, for me here, it's been quite easy.
Yeah, and I think that's a mindset. I've never moved to a country and expected service from the country, or expected the country to support my lifestyle, for example, or to help me out. Actually, I am a guest in this country, and I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but I cannot expect the same rights as citizens. So if I do something that the country doesn't like, the country has the right to kick me out. And that is not, if like today, tomorrow, next year, or in 10 years from now, that is still the case. And I have to work harder than the locals to earn my place here. And I think that is the mindset with which you have to go to a new country, because you have an opportunity. The country gives you an opportunity. You move there because you want a better life, whatever that means for you. But you have to do your part. The country is not responsible for you the way it is responsible for its citizens. So you cannot go and expect I don't know, whatever you want your life to be, to just be there perfectly and then complain if it's not the way that you expected it to be.
Yeah, I always laugh when expats come to El Salvador, something random happens to them, and there's like 200 Twitter anons tagging Bukele under this tweet. And I'm like, okay, guys, are you for real? Like, is that what you expect? I don't know. somebody stole guy's phone and now you think Bukele is gonna come in and fix it for him because he got drunk at the party. Like, come on. So that's been almost hilarious to see, but that's exactly what they, like, some of them expect. They were given this hopium of like everything is fixed in a country, come and you will be taken care of. Like, no, you are an individual coming to somebody else's country, you behave, you do your best, you be smart. Like that, it applies everywhere. It applies in Chicago, it applies in Miami. You got to be smart and don't do stupid things, and yeah, otherwise you'll be in trouble. Like that